y'all. It is Paula, Hillbilly Orchids. Welcome back to my channel. Hope everybody's having a fantastic week. I think I had caught some virus thing going around. My husband, we came back from vacation, and then he went back to work, and then he come home, and of course, every time he goes to work, he's like, everybody there's always sick. I was like, no. And, yeah, so I don't know, like, I had real bad belly cramps, and, I felt like I was going to vomit. I didn't, thankfully, so it wasn't that bad, but, yeah, so I'm kind of on the mending end of that, and, I was feeling better, a little bit better last night, yesterday evening, and, but I woke up this morning, got such a headache. Oh, and then here with these bright lights, it's just killing my head too. It's just like, yikes. So I hope you guys are all faring better than me, because this is terrible. I don't know if it's my eyes. I don't know, you know, I suffer from the Sjogren's, the dry eyes. And sometimes when I'm having a flare up, they get really bad, and with my contacts, it makes it a little bit worse. But anyways, let's stop talking about that and start talking about these baskets. These baskets that Rick L had asked me about. We're done with the large Cattleya collection. I had went over everything on that shelf, everything on this shelf, everything on the other shelves. I mean, I went through the whole grow room of what was my biggest Cattleyas. I have a lot of smaller cats and stuff, but yeah, I mean, he wanted to know basically my large specimen size Cattleyas, so we basically went over those. There's actually a couple here as well that I guess you could kind of, I guess you should group them in with the larger Cattleya collections, because as you see, they're in very large pots, basically, but they're hanging, because they need to be up closer to the grow star light. These particular plants do. I mean, granted, this one here, Puppy Love, it doesn't need that bright a light, but I do like to keep her in bright light so that she does bloom for me without question. She's actually got 2 spikes right now. She's got 2 spikes. Puppy Love has 2 spikes. It's going to be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. But, yeah, Rick wanted me to go over the pots. I don't know if he wanted me to include the Hoyas, but that's my biggest Hoya, the Princess, the Carnosa Princess, and yeah, she was one of the very first ones I got. She was a gift from Justin at Justin's Orchids and More. He sent her to me several years ago now. I can't think of when exactly it was that he sent it, but I don't know, but it's been a while. But she's a big orchid, or big Hoya. So, and then you got the Puppy Love. Puppy Love was gifted to me by Michael McCarthy. It was such a such a dawns to get her here. She was bought as a division, and they had sent her to the wrong person. Whoops, guess what I did, guys? I got her down, not realizing I didn't really have any place to set her. So, but, yeah, you can see she's in this large pot. I think that is an 8. I can't remember if that's an 8. It's an 8. I think it's a 7 or an 8. I think it's an 8. But yeah, she's in a large pot with a, hang on, guys. Let's do it this direction. I'll set it on the table. I've got my rolling table out because I am in the middle of watering. But yeah, this is Puppy Love. This is, oh, her tag's stuck. Yeah. Puppy Love. True Beauty, 12, 28, yeah, of 22. But yeah, there was a fiasco. They accidentally shipped her to the wrong person, and they sent me that person's plant. So we had to wind up, they had sent us each shipping labels for the other person, so we had to rebox the plants and ship them back around. And I'm so thankful that he did, because yeah, this was the only one that they had, and like I said, it was a division, and Michael paid a good penny for this plant. So, you know, I definitely wanted my plant. The guy wanted us to just keep them, and, you know, I was like, no, please. I was like, this was a gift from a person, you know, special friend, and I said, you know, I want the plant. I forget what he had. It was not a plant I'd like to have or keep. Certainly not compared to the Puppy Love, definitely. But as you see, she has put out a couple of new spikes here. So she's a nice big mature plant. And like I said, you can see she was a division, and she has just progressively gotten bigger for me over time. So there's a couple littler plants that I've got them down here. They go up there. So I'll just go ahead and go over them. This is the Cattleya, Paraphalaenopsis Cattleya. This plant was on a mount, and it just wasn't doing good. It bloomed once for me when I first got it, but it just wasn't getting enough water. I was watering it twice a day on the mount, just spraying it, and it wasn't enough. It was needing to be took down and soaked. And with it hanging up there on the wall, I couldn't do it. So I put it in this basket and added a little bit of moss, and it has done better. It has turned around a little bit. It's definitely growing, and it's growing new roots, which is a plus, because these Paraphalaenopsis, they grow really, really slow, for one thing. That's an old dead leaf piece. They grow slow, for one thing, so getting them to put out roots and whatnot is a plus. But I need her now to I mean, she is growing new roots, so I think she's definitely on the way to mend. But I need her to put out a new growth for me soon. That would be the next part that I would know that she's out of the woods then. Then this one hangs up there too. This one, this was a replacement for mine. I had mine on a mount again, and it just did not fare well on the mount. It did okay. It bloomed and everything for me, but I got some bugs, and I sprayed it, and that plant really fussed to being sprayed. I mean, it dropped all its leaves, and it literally just died back to nothing. I couldn't believe how bad it did over, how it fussed over bug spray. So, but some orchids are pretty touchy. But this is a Epidendrum nocturnum. I love this plant. This is one of my favorite species plants. I get this thing to bloom for me, no problem. She has the most beautifulest white, almost butterfly looking blooms. They're really, really cool. I'll of course put in my pictures for you when she was in bloom. But this one's done really good. She's put out lots of new growths for me. But she hangs up there as well. She hangs up close to the Paraphalaenopsis Cattleya. Hey y'all, my channel is sponsored by the Orchid Supply Store. It is literally your one-stop shop for anything and everything you could possibly need orchid related. They have pots, they have media, they even sell orchids. Use my name, code Hillbilly, in the code section for a 12% viewers discount. They also do free shipping in the US. So go check them out, y'all. Alrighty, now this big girl here, this is the Cattleya lobata. As you can see, this year her growths have really grown to the edge of the pot, and grew over, but this one definitely has nice new growth. She's doing really well. This was a gift from Stephen Van Camp and Lewis, and yeah, she was, or this one came from Stephen Van Camp and Lewis. Very beautiful. I don't have any issues with getting her to bloom because she hangs directly under the grow star. But yeah, he informed me that those need, lobatas need a lot of light to bloom because they grow on limestone cliffs in the in the wild where they come from. They're out on the edge of limestone cliffs, so that right there tells you they need exorbitant amount of sun because they're they're out in the wide open on the end of limestone cliffs. So yeah, they definitely need a lot of light to bloom. So but ever since I've hung her here directly off of the grow star, she has bloomed for me every time, no fail, without question. She blooms really well for me. But she's a nice big full plant. I don't want to up pot her and continue her to hang off of the grow star because she's heavy now as it is, especially when she's watered. But I might have to divide this plant. I might not have much of a choice. I hate to, because she's for a big Cattleya, she's pretty compact. You see, she kind of really sticks together and stays close knit, which is nice. That is really nice. Over here, these Hoyas, I've got 3 Hoyas right here. Of course, you can see the big heart-leafed Cattleya in here. That was a gift from Justin at Justin's Orchids and More. Cattleya has huge, thick canes. Her big woody canes, you see them going all about. There's a couple of them going in different directions up there. She has bloomed for me. Her blooms are phenomenal. Cattleya's blooms are just amazing. They're the white with the red little star. They are just, the color pops in, and the offset of the color. It's just amazing. Really cool. I really like that one. And I have not, since I've upped the moisture on that one, I have not had one issue with her blooming. She blooms like clockwork for me, no problem. This one here, this is, what is that? Hoya Natalie. That is Natalie beside her. Natalie is a little, she's hanging everywhere too, kinda. She's got these little streamers hanging down here. Natalie is not as thick a woody stem as Cattleya, but she's not doing too bad up there. She grows pretty good. Has not bloomed for me. I have not gotten a bloom out of Natalie, but this one, Walkeriana, this is Hoya Walkeriana, and she's a little ball here. She has some of her streamers hanging down here, but Hoya, I think Walkeriana bloomed for me. Was it? I have to think about that. I can't remember if it was Natalie or Walkeriana. If I have pictures, I know I have pictures, so which one I have pictures of, you'll know that one bloomed for me. And if I put you in a stock picture, I'll let you know, because I can't honestly remember. But it only bloomed once so far, so it was like a first time bloom thing when it bloomed. I think it might have been Natalie now that I was thinking about it. So Walkeriana has not bloomed for me. I'm pretty sure it was Walkeriana. But she hangs here close amongst the grow star. Let's see. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Alrighty, this basket here, this is a Walkeriana I got from Tony at the Tiny Jungle, and I can't remember which one it is, and you know what, I don't think it has a tag. But I know it's a Walkeriana. I do remember. you can see, it's done pretty good for me. He had sent it in a little, it came in a little pot that was hanging, had a hanger on it, and this one, did this one bloom for me? I can't remember. I don't think this one's bloomed yet, as of yet, but she hangs up here. I do hang her off of the big chain up here. Which actually, she needs to be around the other way. All of her, I just knocked off a hook. Yeah, she needs to, most of her growths are on the other side. So I turn her and hang her closer towards the light. But yeah, I think that one has not bloomed for me. But I have here a mounted Walkeriana that on wood that has bloomed for me. This one came from Daryl. This one is a purple, regular purple. You can't even read the tag, it's kind of gone. But yeah, this one has bloomed for me. This one doesn't give me much fits. It's bloomed a couple times. It grows pretty well for me. And she actually hangs on the back side, like right up against this. So she gets plenty of light there. Yeah. So, but that one, like I said, she has bloomed for me, and I'll insert you some bloom pictures. Alrighty, this little Vanda looking thing here in this pot hasn't been over here all that long. This is actually a Bangkok Sunset. It used to be over here on this shelf. It used to be over here. I figured it hadn't really done much. It did grow a little fan, a new fan, but it had not bloomed for me over there or anything. So I thought, well, I'll move it over here where it gets better light. So it hasn't been over here that long. So, but so far she hasn't bloomed for me. But yeah, that's a Bangkok Sunset. Beautiful. That's a beautiful one. I'll put you in a stock picture so that you can see it. But yeah, this one, most people love this one. This one's a lot of people have it in their collection. Alrighty, this little Vanda here, this one, this was a gift from Vincent, Vin's Orchids, on Instagram, and he had sent me this one. I wanted this one. This was a beautiful, this was a bag baby. This is a beautiful red. It's a small, this is Vanda Sweet Pea. It's a small Vanda. So for those of you that don't have like a lot of space, this one is a great one to have. She stays relatively small, and it's a beautiful red bloom. But unfortunately, this one has not bloomed for me as of yet. But I do, as soon as I can get her to unhook off of it, she gets to hang right up here also, right under the grow star, so that, you know, she gets maximum light, so that hopefully one day she will bloom. Alrighty, last but not least is this little Vanda type here, putting out a nice new growth there. But this is what is it? Arrow Vanda Liberty. I can't see the whole name. I'll put the name up on the screen for you. But this one was a gift from Michael to me, and this one has bloomed for me. It's got beautiful little blooms on it, and she hangs right here on that last hook, and she hangs under the grow star as well, so that she can get maximum light, because she is a Vanda type and they need the higher light to bloom. So, but that is basically it for the baskets up above the, under the grow star. So, Rick, you got any other suggestions? I'm out of suggestions now. So, yeah, that does it for the request from Rick L. And you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. And if you can like it and give me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate it. If you can share it, that would be awesome. If you can give me a super thanks, terrific. I've been putting my super thanks towards new lighting. I'm getting new lighting. In case you hadn't been told, I'm changing these lights out. These LEDs. They're old shop lights, and over 10 years old. So it's time. I think that's why a lot of my plants aren't blooming. So, but yeah, if you can give me a super thanks, it'll go towards that. And we are going to go over some of that because I am doing the research now, and I'm asking a lot of people questions about it. So, yeah, so I'm putting my time in on researching what lights I want to replace those with, and yeah. So, but if y'all have any questions about any of the plants in the video, just let me know, and please leave them in the comments. And if you're got time, just drop me a note and say hi. I love talking to everybody. Love chatting with everybody in the chats, and yeah, I love talking orchids. So. But with that said, I appreciate each and every one of you beautiful, wonderful people stopping by and hanging out with me. And bye for now, y'all. Till we meet again.